Oh, hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. We're going to bring it to a close in style. This is, of course, Second Chance Sunday, your opportunity to get some of the hottest deals, biggest launches of the previous week or so. We've got some back in stocks for you on the show and a whole host of different crafty goodies as well, which I know you're going to love. Don't forget as well, it is the last day of Craftmas. But we're going out with a bang because you can save yourself £10 or dollars when you spend £50 or dollars by using the code Craftmas10. If you use the code today as well, you can also then use the code Craftmasjan on any £50 or dollar order in the month of January, and you'll get £10 or dollars off, which is amazing. So you save some money now and you'll get some money off in the new year as well. Craftmasjan. You don't get Jan if you use the code Craftmasjan. It's what it does sound like though, isn't it? I'm not here on my own. You can hear giggling away. The giggling elf herself. Michelle's back with us. How are you, Michelle?
Michelle.
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 Elf on a Michelle.
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm very well, thank you. It's a bit warm in here tonight. Already, it's like a bit warm.
Oh no. We've got loads coming up, haven't we, in the show? Lots to look forward to.
We have so much. So much. Shall we have a look?
Yes!
Shall we have a look? See what's coming up? Maybe a little sneak peek. Listen, we might have rehearsed it, Johnny, but that doesn't mean that's how it's going to play out. Come on, it's me and Joe. So we have got this beautiful sub box with those stamps and those silhouette stencils in there. So absolutely adore this one. And then there's those beautiful, I called them swans last week, but they're definitely flamingos. Those beautiful flamingos. And then we have the builder bows. And I absolutely adore these. This card is one of my favourite, and this one. So I'm going to put them together. So two different bows in there, a very similar card, but
it's bowled over.
But two very different looks. So adore those.
They're adorable.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And then we have got
no joke.
Oh dear. Anyway, and then we've got these beautiful vellum tags. So here, as you can see, used on this pillar box. And then, even though it's a tag, you can, we'll put it the right way up. You can use them on cards as embellishments, toppers, anything like that. These make beautiful bunting.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's another idea to use those for bunting. Put a little, you know those the fairy lights that you can get. Put one behind each piece of the vellum, and then hang it up through your windows. Looks absolutely beautiful. And then onto the builder border again. So using them down each side of a tent-fold card. But then let me just move that to the side. Going all out, using it on every side of your card there, hence the name builder border, because you can absolutely go to town with these. So that one is absolutely beautiful. And then another look at this beautiful collection. This isn't the one with Dave, this is the one with the unicorn, isn't it? Dave's the other one, isn't it?
Dave is in Country Manor.
Yeah, so this is Enchanted Dreams. And again, so from a big card to a little one.
Wonderful. Loads coming up in the show for you. We're going to kick things off with something very, very exciting though. It is a back in stock. It is the Ultimate Christmas versus Compendium. I know this totally sold out when we launched it for you on Friday, but it is back. We have got a small amount of stock. We don't have the thousands that we had when we launched this. We're talking hundreds, not thousands. But this is incredible because this is the opportunity for you to get every single Christmas verse that you could possibly need all in the one place. I love the fact that they are all organised into different sort of themes as well, which is amazing. So you've got Magical Christmas, which is this one here. So you've got things on here. I'm gonna angle myself so I can read these because I can never read them from behind. You've got things on here such as Mum and Dad with lots of love at Christmas. to a wonderful mum and dad at Christmas, and they're all different sort of styles in here as well. So then we moved into this one. This one here is your especially for you at Christmas. So you've got this one here for a lovely sister at Christmas. You've also got one up here, Merry Christmas to a wonderful brother. So these are all of your sibling ones that you've got in this section just here. Then we move into at Christmas time, which is this one here. So to a very special grandma with love at Christmas. Happy Christmas, Grandpa and Grandma, with lots of loves. So that's your grandparents section. The next one we've got here is with love at Christmas. So this one here says, sending you lots of love at Christmas. We've also got all I want for Christmas is you. Oh, ding dong. This one here is with lots of love at Christmas. Merry Christmas, may all your dreams come true. So a little bit more generic then moving through into some of these. Then you've got Merry Christmas to a wonderful daughter. So all your different daughter ones in here. And also sons, Merry Christmas to a special son. So that's all of the children taken care of. Then we come to a Merry Little Christmas. And this is have a wonderful Christmas, granddaughter. So all of your grandchildren's taken care of here. Some really nice long ones as well, which almost could be verses, I would say, in your cards rather than sentiments on the outside. This one here says Christmas wishes, may all your dreams come true. You're a very special person who is loved a whole lot too. So I hope this festive season is merry and bright for you, for a granddaughter who is loved a lot and well and deserves Christmas dreams to come true. I mean, I wouldn't get the job reading the bedtime story on CBeebies, would I? But you get the idea. Then we've got Merry Christmas, my love. So we've got husbands and wives in here. To my husband, with love at Christmas. Merry Christmas to my wonderful husband. Just a couple of those in there. And then we've also got the Thanksgiving here as well. So Thanksgiving is a timely reminder to pause, give thanks for the many beautiful things that we have in our lives. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. So you've really got something for everything within here. And then finally, we've got winter wishes. So keeping them a bit more generic. Happy holidays, joy to the world, winter wishes. Do you think we have loads of different celebrations as well? Hanukkah, Diwali. There's lots of other things we celebrate over the festive periods. So you've got absolutely everything in there. It's all coming to you in that gorgeous binder. What you're also then getting as well is the stationery set included in here as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. You should be looking at £250 or $300. Today you can pick this up with £145 or $178 dollar saving. You're essentially getting this. You're not going to pay full price for the verses, and we're going to give you the stationery set included in there as well. £84 or $103.60 for platinum members. If you want it, if you missed it, you're going to have to be quick grabbing it, is what I would say. Beautiful set this, Michelle, isn't it?
It really is. It's beautiful, it's stunning, it's as fabulous as all the kits that we do. In this, I mean, the other one, this is the Christmas one, but the other one, the big folder that I have, well, this folder as well, they both sit on my desk, and they're my go-to stamps. If I want a stamp for any occasion, I reach straight for my binder. And the best thing about this is it's not going to age. It's not going to go out of fashion. We always need all those sentiments. We've got obviously this Christmas every year, so you're going to be using the same sentiments. You're going to use them year on year on year, because they're not. It's not a case of that they're the latest fashion, so you're not going to use them next year. They're classic, beautiful sentiments in there that you're always going to be using. So this is the box that you get with it. So as always, it's beautifully wrapped. It's like unwrapping your own gift, opening these boxes up. So first of all, you come straight to those beautiful envelope seals with that beautiful foiling on there. So you get 2 sheets of those. Then we come to these inserts. So you get the Vellum Insert. So you get 16 Vellum inserts, and all of them are beautifully foiled. So you've got a gold foiling, and you've got 3 different designs in there. So you've got gold, silver, and like a rose gold colour. And you've got obviously the 2 colours, so you've got that lovely, they're so nice. The foiling on them, you could just sit and do that in the light, just for the next 10 minutes, and that'd be enough for me. But we won't, we'll move on. So you've got your envelopes, so you get envelopes. How many envelopes do you get? So you get 32 card blanks, so you're going to get 32 envelopes. That would stand to reason. So you've got the beautiful green, red, and that beautiful cream. So they're your 4x6s, and these are show you. So these are the paper inserts. So again, you get 16 of these, and again in the 2 colours, and again all beautifully foiled in that's like the rose gold colour. So you get all the I'm saving the best till last. I'm trying to hide it really so no one sees it so I can pinch off with it. So you've got you've got the 32 cards. These are the 5x7s. Yeah, 5x7s. And then again, so you've got the beautifully coordinating coloured envelopes to match both sizes of card blanks. Because if we give you that, you know, the sizes that didn't match, that would be a bit pants really, wouldn't it? So obviously they match in size. And again, paper inserts for your bigger one with those beautiful foiling effects in there. And again, the vellum ones in the 5x7. And the foiling is just beautiful.
Really lovely.
But as we've shown, don't just use them on as inserts, use them on the fronts of your cards as well. And then the pièce de résistance. That was my really bad French accent.
That was great. Oui, oui, petit pois.
The beautiful crystal pen. Now this is not only beautiful, it writes beautiful. And that might need to just be hidden. What pen? So it's absolutely chock-a-block full of wonderful fabulousness in there.
Yeah, it is, and the value is outstanding. Already busy for this on the website. Knew it would be. Lots of you missed out on it when we launched it earlier in the week. So if you did miss it, then grab a hold of it right now. $83.99, $103.60 as a platinum member. If you want to place an order, now's a great time to do so. Head over to the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. There you can hit the Shop the Show button and see everything else that is in the show as well. There is an awful lot of stuff that we may not get a chance to go to over the next couple of hours. We are going to move on from that, and we're going to look next at these, some really lovely panel dies, kind of a bit like a creator card die, but they cut really, really beautiful, delicate elements out of your cardstock. So you've got the perfect peonies, which are these ones here. You've also got this one, which is your peacock feathers. This would also go great with your peacock collection, masquerade collection. This would work really beautifully with as well. This one here, now that is your entwining vines that you can see there. And last but by no means least, you will get the elegant butterflies in here as well. 4 dies. You also get 16 sheets of the Nina cardstock included in there as well. 43.85 or 54.50 if you want to get your hands on those. Let's see where people are tuning in from and who is saying hello. Lisa's saying hi from an all-white Minnesota. The snow is coming down. The lovely Abby and Felix Stowe, one of our previous craft factors, is saying hi. Hey, Abby. Kathy is in from Illinois. We've got Fran in Maryland. Marcy's in Minnesota. 18 inches in Minnesota. My, oh my, that's a snow day and a half, isn't it? Victoria Warren says, greetings from North Carolina. Carol Saunders says, good morning from a sunny Queensland. I love that we go from 18 inches of snow in Minnesota to no doubt balmy temperatures in the Queensland summer. It gets really hot there. I think it gets to like 40 degrees there. So can you imagine? Treasure Heart saying hi from Texas. Mary Rhino's in as well from Maine. Hey, Mary. Lily's in Maine as well. Do Mary and Lily know each other? Let me know. We've also got Mary in Montana as well. Gilmore's saying hi. Gilmore's going to be the ambassador in our Creative Monday Maker show tomorrow night. Forgot myself there for a second, didn't I? Claudia says, if a top opening card is a 10th fold, what is the technical term for the bog standard side opener? It's a left fold card, I believe, isn't it?
I think so. As daft as that sounds, I think it's just a left fold card.
A bog standard side opener.
Yeah.
A left fold card, I believe, Claudia. Val Lloyd says, Joe and Michelle, looking forward to the show. Lots of love from Val in Southampton. Hey, Val. Right, if you want to grab a hold of these, they are beautiful. Really nice size, I'm thinking, these ones, Michelle.
They are. They're a beautiful size. Definitely. I'm just cleaning mine out because someone's been at it before me. So just sneakily cleaning it before I use it. But yes, a wonderful size. So they're like just under a 4x6. which is the perfect size to go on just a 4x6 card, basically. So you can cut it straight into that size card. Obviously you can mat and layer it up. You can make it into bigger cards, boxes, bags. They're just that perfect size for that. So I'm going to have a play with the elegant butterflies. And as you could see, I already had it out because someone's been having a play before me so rudely. So I'm going to bring my plate in, and I'm going to bring in just a piece of my white card, and I'm just going to cut it out into this. But as you can see, so it's got that cutting edge all the way around, so just cut it out as well as in. Just looking for my tape. So I'm going to tape it down. And then, so usual plate combination for this, and it will go through your midi, I do believe, as well. Yeah, I'm getting quite good at that, knowing which one it goes through. I think because I always use this big one, I tend to forget what will go through the smaller ones, but I'm getting good at that. I'm getting there. So there we go. So let's take this off. And as you can see, even though...
It's amazing that it cuts first time.
Oh, I was just going to say that. Even though it's so intricate, it's cut. There's not a piece on there, I don't think, that it has missed. So poke tool. And there is normally one of them's a release hole, which I can never find. So what I normally do is either give it just a bit of a wiggle or a tap and bash.
Don't just drop it on the counter like I took to doing earlier.
Yeah, don't throw it about. So let's just pull it off gently. And this bit's really satisfying as well, listening to them all pop out of its little die. So I'm going to do it gently, because I don't want to rip any of that beautiful detail in there. And as it's pulling up, you can see how it's just cut beautifully.
It's amazing how detailed they are.
Oh,
so intricate. And the fact that it cuts first time every time in the Gemini.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just incredible.
Yes, yeah. So, ouch. Just stabbed myself, sorry. Just ignore me.
Oh, don't worry about that.
So just, it'll be fine. There were no blood, I'm all right.
Drake is first aid trained now, apparently.
Yeah,
yeah, he was, we could get him a little first aid bag, couldn't we? He likes a bag.
Oh, bless him.
We'd wind him up a bit more, but he's not here. He's
no, he's
asleep somewhere.
Yeah. So
I wish I could tell you what Charlotte was saying. I'm afraid I can't. Just so you know, Joe, there are no mountains in Minnesota. Oh, wow.
Really?
Thanks.
Oh. I did not know that.
No, we do now, though. Thanks, Cindy.
Do you know, I love this show. I learn so much every time I'm on.
Yeah, we learn all the information. Geography, weather, all sorts of things.
Food.
Yeah. No topic really is off the table, is it? No. After TV.
There we go. So I've got most of my little pokey bits out. You don't want to see me poking them all out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some water reactive ink. So I've got my green topaz, my fuchsia, and my lemon tonic. And I'm using the water reactive ones because I'm wanting to blend with them. So if you wanted to blend onto here and then heat emboss it to give it that lovely effect, use your opaque inks. So we've got the opaques in exactly the same colours. So, you know, have a go. Instead of using your water reactives all the time, because I think we tend to do that, have a go with the blending with the opaque inks is wonderful. They blend together amazingly, and then to put your clear embossing powder over the top of those, it elevates it, it takes it to a whole new level. So I'm going to go in with, so I'm using my daubers because I want to get into those little flowers, and with my bigger one I'm not going to be able to. So I'm just going onto all my little flowers with the lemon tonic. Just picking those out. So this is another instance where both the different kinds of ink daubers that we do, so these and the, what are the other ones called? So these ones.
The blending tool.
That's it, blending tool. So they've both got a place in your stash. With this one, I couldn't do what I'm doing at the minute. So this is perfect for that. But then with the other one, if I'm wanting to do edges or greater areas, then I would use the other one.
Very busy on these, as we knew there would be. 4 brilliant designs. Remember what you're getting in here. You're getting the peonies, the feathers, the vines, and also the butterflies as well. You get 4 creative cards for that price. It's really, really awesome to get them for $35.08 or $43.60 as a platinum member. It's Mary Pat in Montana. Not Mary, okay, consider me told, Mary. Mary Pat, sorry. Oh, you made the same mistake again there. Mary Reno is letting me know that Nojo, Lily Rugg and I have gotten to know each other over here happily. Someday we hope to meet up in person. We're not that far away from each other.
That's great.
I love that, making friends. Lily says, hi Joe, Mary and I from Maine do not know each other in the flesh. We are becoming CC friends through our lovely group here on CCTV. We have found that we live fairly close to each other and perhaps one day we will meet. How fabulous is that?
That is so cool, isn't it?
It is.
I think if you go on some of our pages though, you can see how everyone's got to know each other and how supportive they all are. It really is a wonderful place. So what I'm just doing now is I'm just lifting the wings of my butterflies up and I'm just tickling the edges with my dauber. So I'm just bringing them both up and I'm using my fuchsia for this. So I just want the edges. And this is the fun bit, doing things like these to them.
Amazing how, you know, the design and technology in these dies means that you can lift up those wings. I always think it's amazing how they sort of hold their shape and stay together when there's so much open space in these sorts of dies.
Yeah, it's incredible, it really is. I mean, if you think of it, not that many years ago, we were having to cut squares and apertures out of our card blanks with a ruler and pen.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately. And we were so limited on the things that you would never be able to make a card with, I mean, obviously there's some people out there who are uber talented with their craft knife and can do these kind of things. But for most of us, we would never dream of being able to do something like this on one of our card fronts. And the fact that 5-10 seconds through a machine, our wonderful Gemini, and you've got something like this, and I think it's pretty amazing. I really do. So that is my beautiful cutout panel, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you this one in. So as you can see, I've done exactly the same, but what I did do with this one that I haven't done with this one is when this was still on here, you can see where all the leaves are, and I went through with my, what have I got, my green topaz. So while that was still on, I went through those, and as you can see, it's picked out the leaves. I forgot to do it on that one before I removed it, but you can still see how I've done it, and then I've added all those beautiful gems onto my butterflies, and then just in the centres of my flowers. So again, using your gems in a different way. I think we tend to put 3 at the top or 3 at the bottom, but really making those butterflies stand out. So I'm going to bring in my card top lid, and again, so I'm going to run this through. I'm not going to run that through. We'll run the die through with it, shall we? I'm just going to tap and unwrap. Oh, that's a chocolate orange, isn't it?
Tap and unwrap. Wow, don't eat it.
Everything sort of resorts back to food with me.
Johnny, did you have a second slice of that cookie pie in the break? I had a second slice as well. There is some left for the other shift coming tomorrow. Not much, mind.
Not much.
Some. Less than half, I'd imagine.
Well, you snooze, you lose.
You do. I reckon we could manage another slice before the end of the shift, Johnny, don't you? Easy. Yeah.
Well, first come, first served. What can I say?
Absolutely. Oh, you missed that last week, Johnny. No, it was the cookies last week,
I think it was cookies, wasn't it?
But there were so many of them. I mean, there must have been at least, there must have been 50 or 60 of them.
There was lots.
An awful lot of cookies last week.
But there was chocolate chip and fudge
and they had
chunks,
little fudge
weren't there?
chips as well in them.
Yeah. So, you have to place your order for next week, Johnny. I think I'm in Monday, Tuesday. You'll have to let me know what you want. So, as you can see, it's obviously it's cut it right out there. And what I'm going to do is, when I find my piece of acetate, there it is. So I've got a piece of acetate, and I'm going to back this with this. And I'm just looking for my tape pen. So I'm using my tape pen. You can use the red liner for this if you want. Also, if you find, I mean, I don't, but if you find you want an even stronger hold with these, if you tape onto both sides, so if you tape the card and the other piece of card, or in this case acetate, the glue on glue gives you an uber strong hold.
Fabulous. Coletta's saying fireplace is going, CTV on the iPad, the KC Chiefs US football on the big screen. Life is good. Who are the KC Chiefs? Is it the Kansas City Chiefs? Johnny's investigating for us.
So I'm deciding now. So I've cut this piece out obviously because I wanted that kind of aperture in there, but then do I want to put that back in and offset this, or do I not? Do I like it with? I'm sorry, this is where you have to go through the process with me, or without. I think I like it without, actually.
I agree.
I think it makes it stand out more.
It is the Kansas City Chiefs indeed, and they're winning apparently, so I bet Colette's in a great mood. I'd love to go to an American football game and a baseball game. I've been to a basketball game. I can tell you, I did not have a clue what was happening at any point. I love the commentators. They're just like, skip, that's all they do. And I'm like, I've no idea what's happening. Great hot dogs though, and brilliant. That was it really. It was fantastic. It was in Madison Square Gardens. It's amazing. We sat like in the cheapest seats as well. It was like down there, it was like all the way down there somewhere, but incredible.
I think the atmosphere when you go to places like that,
and like all the famous people on the like touchline. I forget who was there the night I was there. Was Jennifer Lopez there? I might have made that up. There was a lot of very famous people, a lot of very, very famous people in the front row. Yeah,
so
and very squeaky. You don't realise how squeaky it is. The sound of all the trainers on the court.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. That's something, do you know, it's baseball. I'd love to go see a baseball game.
They're very long, apparently, though.
Oh, are they?
Is American football long as well, Johnny? Susie says, not a bad seat in Madison Square Garden, even way up top. Absolutely right. I still had a great view.
Yeah.
But it's a big, big place. Talking food, have you lost more weight, Joe? You look great, says journaling. On the contrary, Lynn, I am piling it on. It's like I'm in a one-man competitive World Eating Championships. Yeah, I don't know what's happened the last couple of weeks, but I think it's since Ben started sending all the stuff in. I think that's definitely what it is.
I've told you, it's a feeder.
I think the beard's coming back, which helps a little bit, maybe. It's hiding all those excess chins that I shall gain over Christmas. I think we're so close to Christmas now that what's the point in dieting for 2 weeks now?
Absolutely.
What is the point? I'm just going to eat what I want and then worry about it in the new year.
Well, that's it. It is definitely a New Year thing, having to...
But I did say this 3 weeks ago. I said I can't now just keep eating what I want until Christmas because that's too far away. And I've done that. But hey ho, life's short and it's Christmas.
My friend posted a picture of a little baby seal. You know how round and fat
Michelle,
they look.
that was a segue.
Now, there is a point to what I'm saying. So she posted a picture of it and she commented, she says, when you've been saying since November, it's nearly Christmas, you know, why give up the snacks? She says, and then you look in the mirror and you look like, and then there's a picture of this little baby seal. It did make me chuckle, because I think we do from like November.
From November
it's
onwards,
nearly
absolutely.
Christmas, why not?
And also, whereas normally in the summer, well, for most of the year here, I'd wear shirts. So they're a good like measure of whether you're putting any weight on or not. Now I've been wearing jumpers since the start of November, so I've got no idea what's going on. And neither do you what's going on underneath these big baggy jumpers.
They're very forgiving, aren't the jumpers?
They really are.
So that's my box. I'd already made the base, so I'm just deciding where to tuck this. If I want it at the top, I'm going to put it at the bottom. So there we go. So that is just lifting my wings up. I'm just popping another gem off. Let's get that back where it goes. There we go. So there you go. Those are those
really beautiful
cutting panels.
Really, really nice. They look gorgeous. And as you were saying, there are lots of different ways you can use them. Gift bags, of course, all your different card concepts. There's loads of different ways you can use these. Let me run you back through the 4 designs that you are getting in there. Mary Rhino says that is very beautiful, and Journaling says, gosh, that looks gorgeous. This one here is the Perfect Peonies. We also have the Peacock Feathers. You've then got here your Entwining Vines, and also the Elegant Butterflies there as well. 3508 or 4360 if you are a Platinum member. Right, we're going to move on. We're going to look at some of the Dreamies MDF items we have left over from last night. Very, very limited stock. The paddles, you get 1 large, 1 medium and 3 small in here for that incredible price, $9.99 or $14.99. Very functional these, or you can use them more like in an artboard style. It's totally up to you. We then have All You Need Is Love. $5.99 or $8.99 if you want to get hold of that, makes 1. Don't forget, you can go back to last night's Craft House Dreamies takeover and see full presentations on all these items that I'm sharing with you. The other one we've got in stock is the Paletar Mdf. Now this makes 8, which is incredible, really is awesome. $12.99 or $18.99 if you want to get your hands on those. Lots of different things you can do with these if you love your mixed media. Journaling says, you're still looking in my eyes. Great, Joe. Thank you very much, Journaling. I appreciate that. And Deborah says, pretty box as well. Now we're going to have a little look at this, the subs box, our most recent craft box for you, number 43, just recently launched, $24.99 whether you're paying pounds or dollars, $19.99 if you are a Platinum member. But the thing is with this, there is just absolutely loads of it. It is massive. You get absolutely everything. You can see in front of me here for that incredible price. So in here, you've got your stencils, 10 stencils. Even if you were just paying for the stencils, that would make them £2.49 a stencil. Yeah. That would be great value just for the stencils on their own. But then you've got stamps, 16 of them. You've got card blanks and card panels, envelopes, assorted ribbons in there as well, 100 pearls, coloured cardstock and printed papers. I know we say this all the time. I feel like the value on these just gets better and better and better. I mean, you struggle to get the stamps and the stencils, I think, for that price that you're seeing there. You're getting absolutely all of it. The other thing that you're getting as well, which is very important, is loads of tutorials and information as well, because head on over to crafterscompanionbox.com, crafterscompanionbox.com, and you will have tutorials there and some projects, and you can actually go, maybe if you're a bit undecided about it, go over to the website now and have a little look at crafterscompanionbox.com, and you'll see some of the projects and see, give you a general feel for the box itself. They come beautifully packaged. I would love to know in the comments who's got every single box, because I know there's many of you out there watching that own absolutely all of these. You can let me know. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. But are really fantastic. I know they're all great value, Michelle, but this one is chock-a-block full, isn't it?
They really are, and I say this every time I open one, but they are chock-a-block full. And if you've been collecting our kits, even if you've only had one before or if you've got them all, then you're going to know exactly what you're getting in here, the value for money. This is always scary for me, because when someone's pre-opened my box, if they're anything like me and they've nicked a few little bits out of it, then it's not all in there. So straight away you open it, you can see how much stuff that is in there. So just with the stencils, let me just bring a piece of card in so I can show you them better. So just with the stencils, so you have like a foreground and a background with each one. if that's even how you say it. But as you can see, so...
Are they like sort of like are they the same size? They're like a positive and a negative?
Yes, exactly the same size. So if you put that one on, obviously you're going to be just inking in the middle. If you put that one on, it's going to cover that middle bit. So if you've already inked your background, then you're going to go around the outside with that and ink it in black. So it like gives you a positive and a negative of everything. So again, with the sun or the moon, if you put that on and ink around it, it's going to leave you a white circle in the middle. That one, obviously, you can ink your circle, so your sun. And then you've got a little cloud. And you do have the little piece, the little cloud. So you have the positive and negative of everything in this one. So just getting a little bit. So again, putting them again down next to each other, you can see you've got like the foreground and the background, the positive and the negative, whichever way you want to say it. And I keep putting these upside down, but they're that way. They are that way, right? I ain't got it wrong again. Way, yeah. I keep putting them upside down like the mountains, yeah. So again, if you put that on there...
You could use them the other way around.
Well, you could, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I was looking at them the other day and they were like that, and I could not figure out how they didn't go together. And someone just said to me, just turn one the other way. And I was like, oh yeah. So easily confused. So anyway, we'll move on from that. I'm not that easily confused. So the stamps that come in here. Once upon a time, sparkle all the way, have a magical day, embrace your inner flamingo.
Oh, that's for me, that one. I'm always embracing my inner flamingo.
Absolutely. So beautiful sentiments. I mean, you've got a few Christmas ones in there, and you've got ones that are generic that you can use all year through. So fabulous. And again, so then you've got the stamps. So your silhouette stamps. So you've got your lovely flamingos, your beautiful fairy, the stag. Obviously, you've got the Santa in there with the sleigh. So don't just ink these up in your black, ink them up and emboss them. You know, there's many different ways to use them just than as the silhouette. So we have got the black and white cards in there, and you've got the envelopes. So these are your 4x6s, and I believe you get 10 of each.
Fantastic.
I'm counting that.
They were envelopes, did you say?
Yeah,
you get 18 envelopes in total.
Yes, 18. I can't count either, apparently, but we'll move on from that. So again, you've got the...
It's becoming your new favourite. Excuse me, catchphrase. But we'll move on from that.
I'm trying.
But we'll move on from that.
Try not to draw attention to the things I can't do. We'll just move on to the things I can do. So these are your 5x7s, and again, you get the envelopes to match, and then these. So these are your... It's almost like a watercolour card, this. Yeah,
these are the ones that we're calling the card panels.
Right, okay, so you're getting these card panels, and these are a 4x6, and you're getting loads of those. Does it tell me on the front how many of them you get? Tell me on the back, won't it?
You are going to get the 18 of the panels.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew that. I was just testing you.
Of course you were.
Absolutely.
Let's move on from that.
So we'll move on from that. So the beautiful gems, as always, that beautiful pearlescent effect on there. And again, as we always do, you're getting 3 lots of ribbon, 3 different sizes, in 3 beautiful different corresponding colours. And then the papers. And as always, an array of papers in the most beautiful
Check out
patterns.
the shuffle. Love it.
I did. Yeah. I was watching you do it, Jo.
There you go. I'm proud.
Thank you very much. So that I think has got to be my favourite one. That is absolutely stunning. So those beautiful peach. Oh no, actually, this. I'm going to say this with everyone, aren't I? Look at that. I don't know if you can, but that
really
is
wonderful.
Just beautiful. And again, almost tropical in here. Well, it would go with the flamingos, so that would make sense, wouldn't it?
I love that one with the cheese plants on it.
Yes, absolutely adore it. And then this one, quite autumnal, maybe bordering on Christmas, depending what colours you put with it. That beautiful snowy night scene. And
I always see Starry Sky in that. So you could use it for both, couldn't you?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So, and again, a beautiful array of cards in here that you get. It's that beautiful navy blue, that beautiful bright tropical yellow, that peachy colour. and then the green and the blue. So as always, you've got such a selection of cards and papers in here that you can just do so much with. So we will put these all back in, and we will have a little play. So let me just get all those back in. So I'm going to keep the stamps out because I'm going to use those, and I'm going to keep this this stencil. So I'm going to keep those two out. I'm going to put everything back in. You see, I know which stencil I want to use, but I'm just looking at another one thinking, shall I use that one instead? But no, we'll stick with what I was going to do. So I've brought one of those wonderful card panels in, and I have got some ink pads here. Do I want to use those? No, I'm going to use these ones.
Mary Rhino sent us a lovely message. So her name's not Mary Rhino, she's called Mary Reno, but I don't know how it got started. We got started calling her Mary Rhino. She's all right with it, so we went with it. Mary Rhino said, I have to say thank you, Michelle, Joe, all Crafters TV, and all you wonderful, amazing crafters here for lifting my spirits. You're more than welcome, Mary.
Aww.
Anytime. Christine
Absolutely.
Mahoney, no surprisingly, has every single one of our amazing craft boxes. I'm not surprised, Christine.
No.
Victoria says, I just started getting in stencils and I'm really eager to receive this box. Of course, those of you that are in the subscription service will have no doubt already just received it or be receiving it in the coming days, so you don't need to worry about it. If you're in the subscription service, obviously taken care of. If you're here in the UK, this is your opportunity to get hold of it. They don't last very long, is what I would say, and knowing how jam-packed with value this one is, I'd imagine this will be one of those that comes in and goes out of stock quite quickly, and then we never kind of see it ever again. So if you want to complete your collection, it is in stock right now, ready to be dispatched, so make sure you snap it up.
Absolutely. So what I've done is I've taken the sun or the moon stencil, and I've just put a little bit of dotted tape pen on the back of it just to keep it in place. Once I've lifted that up, it just rubs off with your finger. So if there's still a little bit of the tape on my card, it will just rub away with my finger, or an eraser, anything that you find that rubs it away. We all do it differently. So this is my, again, my water reactive dyes, my ink pads. So I'm using a pale fig just for around there. And so, yeah, so I'm happy with that. So that's my pale fig. And I'm going to come in with my parakeet. Again, water reactive one. So I'm really going to load it up just to make sure that I've got enough on there. But then I'm also going to take it off, as daft as that sounds, because I want to make sure my whole end is covered in ink. But I don't want too much on to start with, because you cannot take away, but you can add.
So really saturate the end.
Yeah, that's it. So from about there.
I have no idea what you're doing or what we're working towards here, you know.
No?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm not concerned, I'm just intrigued.
Okie dokie. So that's my parakeet. And I would maybe I'd have used the ocean blue, because I'm not quite happy. I think that's a bit too dark for me, but we're going to go with it because we've started, so we'll finish. So green topaz. So again into the bottom, so I'm just going to blend that over there, just blending it into each other.
Looks like a really fabulous national flag, isn't it?
So let me just get a wipe to get that ink off my fingers so I don't get it everywhere. And just wipe that off. Trying to keep tidy as I go. So I'm just going to get my, in fact, I'll tell you what I'll do, just lift it there and peel that off. So as you can see there, is this tiny little bit of the tape pen left on there. So I'm just going to rub it off with my little finger, because that's the cleanest one I've got at the minute. And there you go. It's give that beautiful sun or moon effect. So you can either go, so these are...
now it makes sense.
So I could go in with that one, but that would not give me the effect I want. So that would be sort of the foreground. But if I go in with this one, and tape this down. Let me just lift that up. This is the effect that I want. So I'm just trying to get that lined up. Just where I want it. Am I upside down again? No, I'm not. So, so if you're anything like me, just write on them this way up. So
yeah, I guess you could just mark one, couldn't you, with a little Sharpie or something?
Yeah, definitely. I think until you've used them enough to know which way is which. I mean, I know it's not difficult, it's only a stencil, but sometimes we just get on with what we're doing and don't realise we've done it up. We've all done it, don't realise we've done it upside down until we've finished the card. So I didn't even hit that, look. Let's try again. So there we go. So where's my other ink? Oh, here it is. So I've brought in my opaque pigment because I find this gives the best coverage when you're doing a bigger area. So, in fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, because that's not staying still. I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm just going to put a bit of dotty tape pen on the back, and then I'm going to stick it to my mat so it doesn't move as much. Oh, I'm getting all stuck up now. And then lay that back over. If you find you have trouble sticking this to your glass mat, just put that onto a bigger piece of paper and stick it to the paper.
Okay, you just cut it down afterwards.
Yeah. There we go. So I'm going to go in with the opaque, like I said, because this gives the deepest coverage for me. But I'm going to be careful. I'm going to dab rather than do circular motions, because I don't want to go underneath the stencil and ruin it while I'm still doing it. So it takes a little bit longer. You could use the other circle one as well, the other daubers that what did we just call them? I forgot already. Blending tool. I need to write that on the back of my hand, so every time I say it, it's written there for me. You know, like at school when you had to write things on your hands because you forgot. Obviously not when you were going into an exam and cheating, because, you know, we never did that, ever.
Good job you didn't, because that would be against the law. You could probably get locked up for that.
So, just...
Johnny used to do what? Johnny's friend, he wrote all the answers on the back of a water bottle label.
Nice.
And then put it back on the bottle. That's very clever.
You see, I must admit, I never cheated. I just had resigned myself to the fact that if I went in and I didn't answer anything, then it would just tough. You see, I was really good at school. I was brilliant at school, but as soon as it came to an exam, I couldn't do it. I just could not do exams.
See, I'm the opposite, me. If I have like a high pressure situation, or, you know, an exam would be a prime example. You know, some people are really chill, aren't they, before an exam, and then it gets to the exam and then they have the meltdown and then can't perform. Yeah. I do the opposite. I won't sleep for weeks in the run up to it and will obsess about it the whole time. But then on the day, it usually works out a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather be the other way around. It'd be a lot less stressful.
Yeah. So just carrying on. I mean, if I had a lot more time, I would definitely make this a lot more solid, but at the minute it's going to end up looking, I think, like a misty, smoky effect, which if you're looking for that effect, then that's fabulous. So I might be, when we take it off, that might be just what I'm looking for.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as say I'm apprehensive about this, Michelle. It just looks, I guess a lot of the black is on the stencil, is it?
A lot of black on the stencil.
Right.
Oh, are we ready? So, where is my stencil? I can't get it, look. There we go.
Oh!
So, yeah, if I had more time and I wanted that more solid black, then that's what I would go for. Because it's the opaque now, that would be lovely, heat embossed.
Oh, nice.
So let's just wipe that up. But I find that the opaque ink is the best one for this, definitely, because you get such a deeper, solid covering with the black. So let me just put that to the side. Let that, just look at my hands.
Oh, there they are. Look like you've been shaking hands with a Smurf.
So,
which is very un-COVID friendly, by the way. No one shakes hands anymore these days.
No, definitely not. So let me just dry that. So I've brought in a card and so it's the 5x7 and then I've just folded it in half to make it into an easel card. I've brought some of that beautiful paper in with the card, and I've gutted it because I used that for something else and I can't remember what. But no one's going to see the back, so it doesn't really matter.
Just make sure you've got good adhesive though, because can you imagine if your card falls apart and then the recipient realises that you've been stripping the middles out?
Yeah, make sure it's unstrong enough. So I'm going to tape this bit so I know I'm only getting tape exactly where I want it to go. And
Wendy Jean says, why were you hiding, Jo? I couldn't see where it was going, Wendy, that was why. I was very, very nervous. But luckily it turned out fabulous. Well, not luckily, there was no luck involved. It was Michelle. It's always going to be fabulous.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's move on from that.
Move on quickly. So, is this dried enough for me to, yeah, I think so. The only thing with your opaque, if you are going to use them, is it takes a lot longer to dry. Because it's a pigment ink and it's not a dye base, it takes a lot longer to dry, but also that is what allows you to heat emboss it, because the open time is so much more. No, I'm going wrong. So I'm going to put that on. No, I'm going to put this on first. So I've got all my bits next to me, and you know when you just forget that they're there, and then what I do, I get carried away is my problem. So that on there. Actually, no, that on there, because I've taped all the back, and if I put that on the wrong way, it's going to be showing you tape. So I only need to tape 3/4 of the way for this. So so as you can see, my ink isn't quite dry, because like I said, because it's the opaque. So what I would do is I would either heat set it with the heat gun or just leave it to dry, or I would heat emboss it, and then you don't have to worry about any of that at all. So yeah, what I think I would have done is, shall I just stamp my, no, I won't do it now because I'm wet. What I would have done is actually I would have stamped in the same black my, I'm going to call them swans again. Flamingos. I would have, swans, flamingos. They're the same thing, they all look the same. But because this is wet, I'm not going to do it now. If I'd used my water reactive on my quick dry, I could have gone back in with my rocker block and put my flamingos on there, but I'm not going to. So what I'm going to do is, we're going to pretend that we're embracing our inner flamingo, even though they're not on there. So I'm going to carefully turn that over. This is going to be my little stopper. So of course we're going to use foam pads, because it's not going to be a stopper without them. Take those off.
Oh, you can tell it's Sunday evening, can't you? Very, very busy. Lots of you chatting away in the comments. Nee says, this makes me feel like I'm in a castle with a dimly lit candle on a full moon night looking outside at the moon. Nice. I love it. Has anyone been watching I'm a Celebrity? Is it over yet? Is it tonight, the final? It's not something I watch. I liked it when it was in Australia. Now that it's just in Wales, I think that's not really that exotic.
No.
How many creepy crawlies are there in Wales in December? Not many, I'm thinking.
It's, I don't like it as much when it's not in Australia, I must admit. So, I forgot my flamingos, but what I could do is either wait until that's dried and then go back in and stamp them on with a rocker block, or just stamp them onto some black card and just fussy cut them out and put them on there.
Fabulous, absolutely brilliant. Remember what you are getting in here. It is chock-block jam full of amazing, awesome crafty products for you. 10 stencils in here. I mean, to get 10 stencils for $24.99 would be amazing. You've also got stamps in here as well. You've got the card blanks, card panels, envelopes, ribbons, pearls, coloured cardstock, printed papers as well. And then remember all that inspiration that you need as well over at crafterscompanionbox.com. So go over there and you'll have some projects there as well that you're going to be able to complete with this. It is, of course, box number 43. Do not miss out on it. Right, I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. It's very, very busy out there at the moment. I've just realised all my cards are all upside down. It only took me an hour. Right, let's give you an opportunity to check out. Here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us, You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Right, loads of you checking out. They're very, very busy underneath that last piece of video. Evelyn says, makes me imagine lying on the beach at night looking at the full moon. That last project, I love that. Joanne says, the Craftmas deal is good. The Craftmas deal is very good today, because if you spend over £50, it's like you get the shipping for $2.95. What a great way of looking at it. Love that. So yeah, spend over £50 or dollars, you'll get £10 or dollars off when you use the code Craftmas10. If you use the Craftmas10 code today, you can then use the Craftmas Jan code throughout the entire month of January. And that means you get £10 or dollars off of a £50 or dollars spend throughout the month of January. So basically, it's like if you're spending over £50 or dollars, it'd be like getting your P&P or shipping and handling for $2.95. Love that point. Anyway, should we move on? I think we should. We're going to move on now to Build a Border, which is amazing. Now, these are fantastic, and there's lots of different ways to use these, so I can't wait to see what Michelle does with them. You've got different options within here. So you've got the Moroccan tiles, which are these ones just here. You're also going to receive the elegant daisy chains. Then you've got the delicate hearts, and you'll also get in here as well the Easter trellis. And we're going to give you 10 sheets of the lavender Centura Pearl cardstock in there as well. Love these. They strike me kind of almost like a bit like an edgeable, but sort of lots of different styles or different options when it comes to putting them together.
Yeah, there is, and it's literally what it says. It's build a border, so you've got lots of different elements in there to create lots of different style edges. So I just thought to myself, shall I pull them all out beforehand? And I thought, no, they'll be fine. So yeah, so you've got all those, let me just, there we go. So there you go, lots of different elements in there. So you've got the straight edge, well, not the straight edge, but the cutting edge, and then the panel that cuts in. And again, so you've got that literally is the straight one. And then again, so you've got that edge that will cut the edge, and that cuts in, and again you've got the curvy bits. So we are going to, in fact I think there's a couple missing from this one, because I know you get more in that. Yeah, there's lots more. 3, 6, you've got 8 and I've only got 6 there.
So can you play around then with the gap between the detail and the edge, the leading edge? Absolutely.
So you can have your pattern there, and then your edge, you can have it cut right next to it, you could have it cut further out, you could have that element in the middle, so you could literally play around with it and see what you like, basically. So I am going to use this piece and this piece. So let me just move those to the side. So I've brought in a card. I've already pre-scalded it. I told it off. No, so it's 6 by 6, just short of, because these are just short of 6 inches. They're like 5.9. So I've made just a gatefold card there, and I'm going to cut this into the edge. So let me just get my tape and we'll tape that down. So I'm just by eye judging the distance from top to bottom and getting it in.
I'm guessing as well there's no reason why you couldn't double them up, the patterns as well, if you wanted to. Because the curves, the arches and the straight ones are all the same, aren't they?
Yes.
So no reason why you couldn't have sort of double detailing in these if you wanted to.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you can layer them over, so you can have your bottom layer with the curve, and then layer over on the top and make it shorter with the wavy. There's many different ways to have a play about with these, definitely. So let's just get that off there. So as you can see, that's just cut. Let me flip and rotate. So that's just cut in. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to, no I'm not, I'm going to leave it like that because I like that. So let's put this one on this side. So again, just lining it up and we'll run that back through.
Brilliant. Lots of you chatting away through the points. Any questions you've got about these and how they go together, how you might use them, maybe some suggestions for how you want to use them, let me know. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. Do let me know. The Gemini seems very noisy this evening.
It really is, isn't it? It's so loud.
Very attention seeking.
Yeah. But yeah, so these are perfect. So for instance, that box that I did earlier, perfect for your box edges to use on the sides, so you've got a different cut edge rather than just having a straight edge on there. So lots of different, basically anything that you've got an edge on, this can go on. But then, yeah, and then some. There's many different ways, like I said, matting and layering them up. So you've got lots of different layers on there. So obviously you could go in and I've got this here, which I've cut with just that straight edge. But you could cut that with the straight edge and then put the other, which is missing from mine, the other element in there. So you've got that built up, really layering them up. You can really go to town with these because you've got the cutting element and the edge. So it gives you so many more options. So as you can see, I've already cut these out. So just with my curved edge, and because, so the die that I wanted to use, we've just discussed it a couple of, yes, someone's nicked it. So the die that I wanted to use, because I'd already pre-cut these, wasn't this one. So I'll bring you in and I'll show you. But then obviously it shows you the two different ways you can do the same card. So this is the one that's missing. I'll be having words with our Debbie. So this is the one that I wanted to use, and it came with, so that edgeable as well, but obviously in just the curve. So I've cut that in the edge, and then I've cut, so basically I've just used the curved of those two rather than the wiggly one.
The wiggly one?
The wiggly one. And then that's exactly what I've done with that. So what I've done with that is I've just brought in just the straight edge one and just cut it down. So I'm going to put that one to the side because we're going to go with this one because these match it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go with that. So let me find glue pen. It's there. Tape pen. So we'll tape these on. So again, I'm just using my tape pen.
And make sure you are taking advantage of that Craftmas deal as well, the last day of Craftmas. It's your last live show to take advantage of that. It will last up until midnight wherever you are. And remember, the other thing then is you can use that code as many times as you like through January as well.
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you're using it today and placing an order, once you've used it, you can then use the code Craftmas January throughout January as well, which will be amazing. So you'll get £10 off or $10 off a £50 or dollar spend or more in January, which is great for a whole month. So really fantastic. And you can of course use it in conjunction with your Club Inspired discount. You just need to make sure it's £50 or dollars after your Club Inspired discount has been removed. So absolutely brilliant.
I love how you can use it again and again, and then you get an extra one in January. That's a bargain and a half. So just matting and layering some beautiful pattern paper up, and I'm just looking for, have I already got it out? I've already got it out. So my gilding wax, I'm going to bring in a piece of card, and I'm just going to use the gilding wax just to highlight those edges. So this is the Empire Gold.
Beautiful.
So just getting a bit on my finger and then dabbing it off because I don't want to put too much on at once. And I like this one, it's quite delicate. So just wanting to edge that piece there, and then fold that bit over as well and edge that up. So again, just going in delicately. You can always add more, you can't take away. So there you go. So it's just highlighted my edges just to make them stand out a little bit more. Let me just get a wipe to clean that up. Because as you've seen, even with nothing on my fingers, I can still make everything dirty. So I've just got a bit of ribbon, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to thread this through the middle. But what you could do with these, you could ribbon thread these fully, so all the way, so that would look absolutely lovely. But I'm just going to put a little bit of ribbon just through that middle bit, just to close it. Delicately put my bow in there.
You could make that look a bit like a corset, couldn't you, if you wanted to?
Yes, I did that with, you know, our double-sided edgeables that we brought out a little while ago.
Was that your sample?
Yes.
Oh, I
The black
love
and
that
red.
card. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very kinky boots.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
as soon as I saw it, I thought that is perfect for, and that's what I did with it. So, and then just a little, I've missed you so much. We'll put that on a little foam pad. And we'll put that there. And I've just got a few gems that I'm just going to put down the bottom. If I can get them off. So one. You can never have enough gems in your stash. I think if you're all anything like me, you've got gems, I think, and ribbon galore, to be fair. So I'm going to put just one on there. And there we go. So that's my gatefold card with some ribbon.
Really awesome, loving that. $53.96 if you want to go for all of those, of course, remember, or $71.10. Let me take you back through exactly what you're getting in here. So you've got the Moroccan Trellis, which is this one just here. You also have, of course, the elegant daisy chains. This one's a delicate hearts, and then you've got Eastern Trellis as well. Think about using them, intermingling them, using them all together, mixing and matching them, playing around with those leading edges. I think you'll be able to look and create many different looks and things with those, and you're getting the lavender cardstock included in there as well, which is awesome. I want to take you through some of the Dreamies papers that we had yesterday. I'm going to start off with the Golden Glow is the first one that we're going to look at. 48 sheets of each of these, 120 GSM, so brilliant for mats and layers, where you don't want to add too much weight or bulk to your card. Love the outline floral theme that you've got running through this one. Very textured as well on the reverse side, which is fantastic. Really, really great selection of papers on all of these. So that's your Golden Glow. You've then also got here as well, this is the luxurious lilacs that we've got. Really nice watercolour feel to this one. And again, because it's floral and in that sort of watercolour style, it's something that's not going to age. It's pretty timeless. You're going to be able to have that in your stash for a really, really long time. And then we've got the Peach Kisses as well, which is this one here. Really lovely, vibrant, warm tones running all the way through this one. Love the repeating patterns that are in here too. A really lovely one. This is really cool as well. You could make something very, very classy with that. And all of the undersides, the B-sides are absolutely gorgeous as well. The undersides, that's not what they're called, is it, Joe? I was going to say backsides, that's definitely not what they're called. You've then got the Tender Teals, which is this one. Lots of really lovely faux inky backgrounds on the B-sides here. And again, in that lovely watercolour style, which is completely timeless. So definitely snap those up. All of those $8.99 or $13.49 if you want to get a hold of them. Still a handful of the Dreamies MDF items available on the website as well, but you have to be super quick for them. So pop over to the website if you want to have a look at those. Let me just share with you these. Tag them. The tags and vellums. Now, Michelle actually did a craft along on these just last week, so if you do go for these, make sure you pop back and watch that show, because there's so much you can do with these. They're in two different styles for you. You've got the Magic of Christmas, which are these ones here, and then you've also got the Winter Forest scene, and then you will get 100 sheets of vellum in here, so you get it in the ice blue and also the winter white. 100 sheets of vellum which are perfectly sized to act as sort of an overlay on those tags, which is brilliant. Stamps and dies in there for you as well. Yes, you've got sort of decorative items that are festive within those, but the tag element you can use all the year round, and also the to from and the texture that's in there as well. Rose says, Joe, the beard is on point and filling in. I think we've got a little way to go. We need a little bit of shaping. The 23rd of December, I'm getting it all trimmed and done, so hopefully we'll be back to Christmas. All I want for Christmas is my beard back, really. I should say as well, I need to post about it, our campaign has come to a close. We raised over £5,600 for Crohn's and Colitis UK. So massive thank you to each and every one of you donated. That money's going to make a huge difference. So thank you for that. Should I saying, hello Joe, 2 cards complete, 3 more to go. I am late to the party. Don't worry, you can watch it back whenever you like. Katie Easley saying using the B track of that blue floral would work too. It would indeed. If you want to grab these, £17.97 or £23.85. Right, what would you like to do with these then, Michelle?
I don't know, because I haven't been listening what I'm playing with.
Tags and vellums.
No, I was just got so carried away.
Let me just quickly remind you of the verses as well before we get started. Back in stock for you, remember the Christmas verses. I would dare say that knowing the huge success of this year, there will be a second edition, I would imagine, to this and the everyday one. I have no insider information. I don't know that is fact. So if it doesn't happen, don't start, writing to Leanne and Sarah saying, well, Joe said there was another box coming. So Charlotte's fallen asleep on a joystick. So what I would say is there will be another edition of these. The thing is, I think it remains to be seen whether we'll bring this one back again, because we have brought this back once already, am I right in thinking, Johnny? Or is this the first time people have been able to get their hands on it in the UK? First time on Crafters TV. I know it was available over on HSN, wasn't it, towards the end of summer, and sold out in no time at all. So we have kind of brought it back for you, but I don't know if we'll bring this back in next year if we were to do a second edition. So what would be really annoying is if you got the second edition next year, hypothetically, if there was one, you didn't have the first edition to go with it. So make sure you're grabbing this now, because I understand for a lot of you that are watching, if you're in the US, you're not going to get this side of Christmas, but it's definitely going to be worth having for next year, especially when we're putting these kind of savings on it. £145 or £178.65 in here. There are hundreds and hundreds of stamps within here. So there's 230 elements. There's 230 elements just in the 230 elements, I think I'm right in saying, in the complete collection. So that is amazing when you think about the fact you've got hundreds and hundreds of stamps in here. Also, the other great thing about this is maybe you want to store other things in here with this. It's on a 3-ring binder system, so there's no reason why you couldn't take a few of these out, put some of your magnetic panels in here as well. And then what you've also got, of course, is that amazing stationery selection. In the stationery selection, of course, you're getting a whole host of things in there. Envelopes, inserts, card blanks, envelope seals, that amazing pen in there as well. So it is incredible value. Don't miss out on it. I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep this in stock for. Right. Katie says, I'm so glad we all raised so much for Crohn's and Colitis UK. Absolutely, you did. A big thanks as well to you, Katie Easley. There is something very top secret for Katie, which is currently in the Presenters Lounge. Have you seen it? No. We're going to be sending it out to her very soon. And there is a card as well that's doing the rounds, Katie.
Fab.
So keep an eye on your mailbox. Massive thanks to Katie. She was so incredibly generous. Panda Craft says, Joe, my daughter is glad you have your beard back. She said, Joe's back. She's only 13, but she likes you with a beard. Oh, thank you. I like me with a beard as well. Much prefer it to the tash. Although I don't mind the tash a bit longer than the beard, you know.
No,
I'm thinking, what do you think in the gallery? Do you think I should let it get a bit longer? That was the most feeble response I've ever heard, Johnny. Oh, yeah, I like it a bit longer, yeah. Anyway, Michelle, save me from myself, please.
I'll try. To be fair, at least you're present and here. I ain't got a clue what I was doing then. So I do apologise. I just got a bit carried away with doing something else and forgot totally. I was zhuzhing up one of my cards that.
Okay. Just in case it wins.
Zhuzhing it up, yeah. So is that a word? Zhuzhing it up?
Oh, absolutely.
So anyway, we'll get back to this one. Winter forest scene. These tags are just fabulous. So you get it out, you've got your tag, you've got all your little elements, and you've got your little stamp bits. And then obviously you've got these beautiful vellum pads that you can get to go with this as well. So what we're going to do is, so first off, we're going to cut out a tag on the white. We will cut it out in the vellum as well. And then I'm going to bring in my little Christmas trees and my little snow scene. And we're going to cut those out in white as well. And then my little stag and my love, I'm going to cut out in the glitter card. So because I know I say it every time, but because I'm putting more than one on, I'm going to tape them down to make sure they don't overlap. So there we go. And obviously these will go through your mini. So mini, midi, go, junior, my favourite one here. I have mine's just out all the time. I know a lot of people put them away or have the Lazy Susans, but this one, mine's definitely out all the time. This is my go-to machine.
Gemini. I wonder what you're talking about for a second.
Sorry, it's because I patted it.
Right, okay.
Come on, Joe, keep up.
Angela Brown says that I love the Christmas verse compendium, which arrived today. It is fantastic,
fabulous.
isn't it, Angela? It is back in stock, but goodness knows how long for.
Oh, I'm excited to go have a little sneaky peek after the show.
Are you?
I am.
Yeah, I can't talk about it. There's a lot. You can't buy the thing, and there's lots of things in it. That's all we can say. Sorry, Katie.
That's as much.
The suspense will be building. Hopefully, we'll get it sent out to you this week, all being well. Johnny's got to sign the card still, and Jake too. And then tomorrow, George and John need to sign it as well, and then we'll get it sent to you.
It's all top secret exciting.
Total top secret work.
So just running this through again with the glitter card. I'm cutting the tag out in the glitter card this time. And then quickly, we're going to cut the vellum piece out. So this is probably where at home I would use my mini or my midi. Because again, it just saves your plates when you're just running such small elements through. But let's put this last piece through, and then we'll build our tag. We'll get to the fun bit.
Colette says I love these tag. Jeffrey says, yeah, you could grow it longer, Joe. A nice handlebar would look good. I can't grow a handlebar because I've got two little ball bits here, unfortunately. Not much goes on in this bit. I think maybe because I talk so much, Michelle, nothing grows beside my mouth. Probably what it is. My mouth's so big, the hair can't grow around it.
Oh, well.
Well, what, Michelle?
Well, I don't like to agree, but
Wow.
yes, but I like to sit and listen to you just chat away. It's I'm just looking for, so I'll
that ended abruptly. It's just anyway, change the subject.
So anyway, we'll move on from
let's
that.
Move on from that then.
So I had a piece of ribbon to put it together, and I just can't find it at all. But never mind. We'll just carry on. We'll just go for it. So just building your tag up now, putting what you want to go where. So the glitter piece is going to be my back piece, and that's going to be my middle, and obviously the vellum is my overlay on the front. I could come in with in fact what I would do is I would come in with my stamp. So let's do that. Let's just move these bits to the side, and I'm going to bring my platform in because I say it every time I get it out. This is just, it makes stamping so much fun for me, so I definitely bring it out every time. So put my little snowstorm at the top there. I'm just going to look for my Watermark ink pad. So that's what I'm going to use for this. I find if you're stamping on vellum, either use your quick dry or use either the Watermark or our opaques, because then you can, let me just make sure my heat gun is here. I sew it a minute ago. Yeah, so if you're using our opaques on the vellum, either use the coloured ones and use the clear emboss, or use the clear emboss just on its own with a bit of white. You know, you can use any colours together. So, right, that made much more sense in my head than as it sort of goes on a different path as it comes, you know, heads towards my mouth and comes out. Sort of gets jumbled up a little bit, but I know what I mean.
Let's move on from that, it's fine.
So we'll just move on from that. So let me just bring this in. And
Patty says, please sell the extra binders. Love these verse compendiums, so easy to find a sentiment for your cards or even to use them on a scrapbook page. I think the joy of them is that, you know, they're limited edition, aren't they? And the thing is, we only sell them with the verses themselves. You could, I mean, something else along the same lines is the purple storage folders that we have over on the website. They work in exactly the same way. They're sort of 3-ring binder system. But I do think the only way to get a hold of them is in your verses compendium. Makes them extra special, doesn't it, Michelle?
it really does. I've said with that versus compendium that if you're doing craft fairs, have it with you at your craft fair, and then whatever cards that you've got, you can personalise it. Whoever can come up to your stall and you can offer them the stamp set and they can pick whatever stamp they want on it, and it's personalised then and there for them.
Yeah, really fantastic idea.
So I put some white embossing powder on this, which is what I was trying to say. Either use the clear and then a coloured embossing powder, or use our coloured opaque inks with a clear embossing powder.
Right.
So that's what I was trying to say earlier, but it got all confuddled on the way out. So there we go. I do get there in the end. You just have to bear with me a little bit. So there you can see, so I used the clear and I've used that beautiful white embossing powder.
Oh, well, I've just been, Susie, our social media superstar, who's a whiz in all things, says apparently the empty binders you can get over on the HSN website.
Wow.
There you are, good work, Susie. Joanne says, not from talking, it's from smiling and laughing so much, Jo. Yes, it is, Joanne, thank you for that.
It is. It's from all the fun that you have. So just bringing in my little snowdrift and then my little Christmas trees. I'm going to put that there. And then I've got my little stag that I'm going to just bob on the front there. And then I'm going to put the love in the middle. And I would probably use the scent with, because you've got the so you've got the option of sent with, to and from that you could stamp on there as well. So I'm going to bring my dotty tape pen in for this. So just carefully. And then I'm going to put that over there like that. And then I'm just going to get my scissors and just cut that overhang off. There we go. So that there, and that there. And then what I'm going to do is, in the midst of all this mess, I've got a little gift bag, and I think we've all got these in our stash. I think I said last week I found loads of these in a box that I'd forgot I had, so you might have seen me using them a few times, because when you rediscover that you've got something, it's like you use it all the time. So just mat and layered some of this, some of our gold glitter card with that beautiful paper, which I'm pretty sure is from the reindeer collection. So just glue that on the front. Now bear with me, because I did have I had a totally different piece of ribbon for my tag, but I've just found this one, which will work perfectly well because the colour matches beautifully. So let's get this put through there. And as you can see the love dye that I put on there just popping through. So let's pull that through there.
Fabulous.
We'll just tie that round the front piece. And you can obviously put your ribbon as long or as short as you want. Make a lovely bow for it out of some ribbon. Or if you have got let me just trim that a little bit. Fabulous creator bows, then you can just make your own. So I've literally, it's one of, if you look on the back, you've got all those, it tells you all the ones that you can make. So I thought, why make one out of ribbon when I can make one
available on the show for you, those. It's
yes.
$24.99 and $29.95 if you want to get them. It says any two for £22 or $29. That is a mistake. We'll get that changed for you.
So there we go. Oh, I've popped my... I found something else I found in my stash. I found a load of gems in my stash, but I think they're a little old because every time I use one, the glue comes off. So all I've done is I've just put a little bit of tacky glue and just restuck it on there. And
Love that.
That is my... So that's my tag with those wonderful builder bows, which is like the best thing ever, that builder bow pack. It really is. So
excellent.
There we go.
Let's remind you of what's exactly in that collection then, because remember you're getting the tag shapes as well as the decorative dies and the stamps in here as well. That is your winter forest scene. We then also have the magic of Christmas in there as well. So two different styles for you. Yes, they're festive, but remember the tag die you're going to have all year round along with the to and from. And remember as well, you're getting 100 of these perfectly sized sheets of vellum in there as well, which is going to really help finish off those tags. It's very, very busy across on the website at the moment for lots of different things. Let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here is all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
We absolutely do create every day, 7 days a week, 3 times a day now, at least, which is amazing. Right, Michelle, I think it's time we get because we've got lots of votes, haven't we, to get in today?
Yes, we've got 3, haven't we?
We've got 3 different ones. So should we do the card of the show, get that out of the way?
Yes, absolutely. So let's get this out of the way.
Yeah, and then we can move on after that.
Get on with it. So number 1 is that box with that lovely cutting delicate panel. Number 2 is what I was finishing off when I forgot to do what I was supposed to be doing earlier. So I finished it and I put my flamingos on. And then this is the one with those builder border edges. And then number 4 is those lovely tags and bows.
Brilliant. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Get voting right now over on Facebook Crafters TV or YouTube Crafters Companion. Get your votes in, and then we'll do the card of the day after that, or the creation of the day I should say. We've got some soft craft items in there as well. Next up we're going to have a look at this. This is incredible. It launched on Tuesday. I mean, if you didn't have any of our Spectrum Noir items and you wanted the single best introduction to it, then this is definitely it, because there is so much in here. You have got 10 classics in here, 10 of our aqua markers as well. You're going to get 8 of our metallic dual tip markers. You're going to get 3 sparkle pens, 8 glitter markers, 3 fine liners as well, and then a whole host of amazing colouring projects within here for you to complete. But also, you're getting all of the inspiration in here as well. Can I just as well? Oh, look at this. It's in this amazing velour interior. Salusu, velour's all in. It really is beautiful, absolutely gorgeously presented. So you've got that lovely magnetic clasp on there. It's an amazing introduction to Spectrum Noir, or an amazing gift, however you want to use it. Don't miss out on it. $71.99, $103.96 for Platinum members. What a brilliant box this is, Michelle.
Oh, this is amazing. And not only does it have that wonderful clasp, which, is not the best thing about it, but it's pretty fabulous. We all love a wonderful, it's like unwrapping your own gift. It really is. So you've got 57 pieces in here. So you've literally got a rainbow of colours. So you've got a colour sort of from each colour family in your aquas, your classiques, and in all of them. So you've got these aqua pens. So these are the ones that we use with our watercolour paper, and you would need your waterproof ink pad for those. So you can see from red, yellow, green, blue, pinks, purple. So literally you've got a rainbow of colours. And then you've got your classiques. So these are our alcohol pens, which you would need the alcohol-proof ink pad for, and also our Nina card is what you're going to use for that, because it's so smooth. Your colour lays down on it beautifully. And again, you can see you've got a rainbow of colours, so you've got a little bit of everything to try in there. Also with these, don't feel because you haven't got, so for instance, this is our DR2. So it's just one shade of the reds, so the dark reds, but it will still blend with, so this is our OR1, so this is our orange. So it will still blend together. There's a couple of different ways you can do it, but if you lay one of the colours down on your glass mat, pick it up with your other colour, and then when you colour with it, it will initially colour the red, and then it will blend out into the orange. So you can still colour blend with these wonderfully, even though you've only got one colour from each sort of colour family. And then metallic. I mean, come on, look at these metallics. And again, you've got a little bit of everything in there for you to have a good play and try out. Our sparkle pens, so you've got the gold, silver, and then the clear overlay, which are brilliant to go over anything and if you're like me, you want to use them on everything. And then obviously these glitter pens, again, in a rainbow of colours, absolutely fabulous. And then you've got the 3 art liners. So you can be creating with these your own drawings on any of our watercolour paper, our alcohol paper, to colour in with any of these. Because once you've coloured in with, you know, these fabulous images that come with it, so you get 14 colouring pages in total, you can then go on to be making your own with the art liners. So we've got, so these are on our colouring paper, so it's really smooth for you to colour in, so with our classics for these. So you've got 2 beautiful images there, and then we go on to these. So this is, again, this is our colouring paper, so you use that, so you would use our alcohol, so the classics that you get in, but these come with that beautiful foiling on those ones, taking those 2 just to the next level. And then you come on to these 2. Now again, you would use our classics, so our alcohol pens on these. Obviously you could use our others, but you can see, if you can see, that's already glittered up in parts.
Nice.
But you can still go over that with our coloured pens, so you could still go over that with the alcohol pen, and you would just have, so if you used our red, it would be red glittery. So don't think that those bits are glittered, you can't colour over them, because you absolutely can. So on these, the glittered, the schmetterlings, and then round there, and then these are our watercolour cards. So this is what you're going to use with our aqua markers that's in there. So you've got that beautiful image there, and then those beautiful cherry blossoms with the butterflies, and then again, this is the watercolour card, but you can see it's foiled on there, not just in the foreground with the gold, but in the background there you can see the foiling as well, and the butterflies again. So this is beautiful. The effects that you get with our watercolour markers, the aquas in this, on these foiled ones are just beautiful. And then obviously we've got those beautiful metallic markers in there. So that's what you're going to use on these. You can just see. Were you going to say something then, Joe, and did I butt in?
No,
Oh,
I was about to agree with you.
Oh,
I was also just looking at the vote of the show. It was going to be number 2, but now there's a steward's inquiry apparently in the comments. So yeah, we'll have to give it a minute. Susie is very, very busy over there.
Oh, right. So shall I show you a few samples with these?
Yes, please.
So bear with me. I'm just going to grab a few, because there's so many beautiful samples in here that it's hard to pick. So I've just picked a few off the top. So let's move that to that side. So that's one of those beautiful images, coloured in, fussy cut out, and just nice and simply put on a 5x7 card base there. I'm saying nice and simply. These just make your cards look nice and simple. So that beautiful rainbow effect background there, and again that beautiful image on the front, fussy cut out and layered onto the card. And then we've got this one. So that's with those metallic markers that's in that pack. And if I just do that, look, you can just see. And all she's done is, so this is Rachel's. She's just cut it into format and layered it up and made a fabulous card with it. And again, so just inking your background and then colouring in those elements and then cutting them out. And then this is the watercolour one. So that sidestepper card there, watercoloured in with the aqua markers from the pack. And then again, so just to a nice small one. And I love this one because we always colour around the edges with like a grey to make it stand out. But I love the fact that she's used that nice bold yellow. Really makes it pop. Again, that's Rachel's. And then last but not least, that Let It Bloom. And you can see the foiling on that if I just try to And again, just fussy cut out and laid onto a card. Just beautiful.
Really, really awesome. Remember what's in there then, remember what you're getting. So you are getting 10 of our classic markers, getting Poppy Satsuma, Dandelion, the Leaf Green. Let me show you some of the colours actually on the back of here. So with the classics, you're going to get them in the Poppy, Satsuma, Dandelion, the Leaf Green, the Marine. You're also going to get the Blue Turquoise, the True Blue, the Purple, Pink, Violet, and you're getting as well in there the Begonia. Then the Aquas, and the Aquas of course so versatile, all those different things that you can do with them, with your watercolour techniques of course. We're going to get Crimson, Jasmine, Meadow, Verdant Green, Lake Blue, Aquamarine. You get the purple, the heather, the tulip, and of course the rose pink. Then you've got the metallic markers. Now again, water-based, so you can do lots of different techniques with them. Loads of different surfaces they'll go on to as well. So glass, all your different sort of like stonewares it goes on to, all your different cards, papers, vellums, and of course they've got that sort of drying agent in there, so you can watercolour with them. Then they dry permanent, which is great. So you've got gold plate, silver ingot, antique bronze, pewter, red garnet, jade green, the topaz, and the amethyst. The sparkle pens, I mean they're legendary, aren't they, these, with those brush nibs. You get it in the crystal clear, you make anything sparkly, the silver and the gold in there as well. Again, water-based, so you can move it around. And then these, one of our most recent launches actually, weren't they, these glitter markers? These are kind of like a sort of, I don't know, they're just different, aren't they, to the sparkle pens? They're like a sort of glittery gel pen almost, but again, water-based. Again, you can do things with them, packed full of that wonderful shine. You get the fiery red, neon orange, jade aqua, frozen lake, the cool blue, the Mindful Frost? No, Midnight Frost, Neon Violet, and the Pink Neon, and then 2 of the art liners, which is the ultimate accessory to work with all of these. Imagine creating projects that use all of those colour mediums on them. I think there's some wonderful things you're going to be able to do with that. Make sure you grab it. Number 4 is the card of the show, Michelle.
Oh.
Number 4. Did you want to just run it over to me?
Is that the tag?
I believe so, yeah.
Fab.
Brilliant. Oh, brilliant, thank you. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. Right, so that's the card of the day. Right, let's do the card of the day then in that case. So, numero uno, number 1. Bernie's Gingerbread Bungalow.
I love that.
How fab is that? Number 2 is Michelle's Craft Along, which is this one here. Craft along, craft along. Or you can go for Michelle's tag, which is number 3. 1, 2 or 3. You haven't got long on this one, you've got a couple of minutes to vote, because then we need to do the card of the week. Right, we are going back to the Silhouette and Stencils craft kit, which is this one just here. An absolute whopper of a craft kit, this one. I know they've all got great value packed within them, but this one exceptional, because you've got 10 stencils in here, which is amazing. You've got loads of stamps in there. You've got all of your card blanks, your envelopes. You've also got your card panels in there as well. Ribbons, pearls, coloured cards, and also printed papers too. So incredible value for money, as you come to expect every single time. $24.99 or $19.99 wherever you are shopping, which is awesome. Again, jam-packed full, this one, isn't it?
Absolutely. And like I said before, if you've only got one of ours or you've been collecting them for ages, you will know just how wonderful and how amazing the value for money is in these. And it's a nice little tester, a taste tester for you, sort of a sample of some of our bigger collections. This is a little taste for you of what's in the bigger collections, basically. So, sorry, I'm just looking for a piece of card. So we've got those lovely swans, flamingos, I know. So your flamingos, your stag, you've got your Santa, you've got that beautiful, I'm going to say angel then. Fairy? Is she a fairy?
A fairy?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get your fairies and your angels confused. They get very upset.
And then again, so those stamps, those wonderful sentiments. So you've got the ones for Christmas, Joy to the World, Sparkle all the way. But then you've got the others that are for the rest of the year. Once upon a time, embrace your inner flamingo. And today is a good day to smile. Oh, absolutely. So then we've got these wonderful stencils. So like the negative and the positive, I think, as we was decided there was earlier. So you can ink in it or around it. So you're getting that with them all. So again, like the negative and positive of each other. which just absolutely doubles. I mean, you've got that, and then you've got the cloud. Doubles the amount of usability that's in this in the stencils, with the way that you can use the innie and the outie, for want of a better phrase. And then we've got those, that lovely tree line or mountain line, depending on which way you want to use trees or mountains. It could be either.
You do you.
So absolutely, you do you. So again, so we've got the black and the white cards in the 5x7. You've got all the envelopes to match, and then you've got the 4x6s, and again you've got the black and white cards and the envelopes, and then we've got these beautiful pieces of card. What were we calling them, Joe?
These are card panels.
Card panels. That sounds so much nicer. So perfect for your stenciling and inking on them. And then, as always, 3 lots of ribbon in 3 widths in 3 colours, matching those beautiful pearlescent pearls that you get in there. And then again, so we've got these beautiful papers in there, lots of different papers in there, very, very exotic, definitely. But then obviously you're going from exotic to very Christmassy, and I think this one, I love that one, but this one has got to be my favourite. Well, I'm not sure actually, that one or that one, but they're all just beautiful in there. And then last but by no means least, you get those beautiful cards to match. So you've got that beautiful peach and the lemon, that beautiful navy blue, that lovely green, and that very, very tropical blue. So that is all the fabulousness that you get in there, and I will show you a few samples.
Before you do that, can we just jump in and do the card of the week, if we may?
Absolutely.
Because the winner of the card of the day is number 2, the craft along. So that is your winner of the card of the day. Let's do then card of the week. So number 1, Sarah's from launch day. That one's in there. Number 2 is Lily's. I don't know which show it's from, but I do know it was the lovely Lily's. That was also launched. 3 is Jan Craft Along. Craft Along. Absolutely love that one. 4 is Debbie Robinson's. 5. Is that yours, Michelle?
No.
Whoever's it is, it's falling apart. No. 5 was Debbie Robinson. 6 is Lily.
Oh, I love that.
Then 7 is Michelle. I'm going to do them again for you one more time. So, 1, Sarah's. Oh. Is Sarah going to win? I don't think so. Lily is number 2. 3 is this one here, Jan's Craft Along. 4 is Debbie Robinson's. 5 is Debbie Robinson's. 6 is Lily's, which is that tag, or 7 is Michelle's. Right, do get your votes in. You've only got a few minutes though to get voting. So Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafts Companion if you are over on YouTube. Get those in.
Right, so I'm going to show you a few. Before I was interrupted, I was going to show you some samples.
You won't be saying that if you win.
No, I won't. I'll be like, thanks for interrupting. So, these beautiful silhouette stencils and stamps. So this is the Santa. So that's your Santa stamp up there, and those are those beautiful mountains. And as you can see, with that beautiful paper to match. And then I'm going to show you this one as well. So same stamp, same stencils, but as you can see, just using them in 2 totally different colours gives you such a different effect. And just by where you blend your inks, so blending it out on this one above where you can see, it almost looks like, is it the Aurora Borealis? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I struggle with that.
Did you notice I said that really slowly? So you can, sort of get that effect, and then you've got the faux bleaching going on there, and then we've got these beautiful flamingos. And these ones have been inked in black and heat embossed. And again, I'm going to bring a different one in, just again to show you with this kit, just by changing the inks, just by heat embossing or using the opaques to the water reactives, gives you such a wonderful and different effect. So just fabulous. And then this beautiful fairy. And again, I'm going to show you again. So the same stamp on there with the same stencil. You can see changing your inks and your papers, using the black card to the white card, gives you such a totally different, wonderful effect. And this one actually has been blended out to make it almost look not blurry. I don't want to say blurry, but very. I can't think of the word. Out of focus. Thank you, Charlotte. That's just what I was looking for. So yeah, very, very much out of focus. So again, just using the same stamp and stencil gives you such a totally different effect. So this kit is just absolutely wonderful, and the design team have absolutely gone to town on these. So yeah, I love this.
Yeah, really, really beautiful collection. And great value, as you expect. Remember, everything you're getting in there, you're getting stencils, stamps, card blanks, card panels, envelopes, assorted ribbons, pearls, coloured card, and printed papers within there as well. So a really, really brilliant value. Talking of brilliant value, I want to move on. It's a tight vote between 4, 6, and 7. 4, 6, and 7. I'm very surprised at what was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 6 and 7. Yeah. There we go. I was going to say. Anyway, before I get myself in trouble, how about we just move on? In the words of Michelle, we'll just move on from that. I was thinking, surely that box isn't going to win. Anyway. Was it 5? Well, it's 4, 6, and 7 that it's in the running. Right. Okay. Shall I just pick it? I think that's the best way to go. All right, Charlotte. Right. So in here, remember you've got 15 different elements within the Creative Bow die set for you here. Let me share with you some of the things that you're going to be able to create with these. A whole host of different styles of bows within here, which is brilliant, and again really, really gorgeous. And again, maybe you can't, doubling these up as well, what's brilliant, look how much dimension you can get on those. Maybe you're terrible with fabric bows or ribbon bows. These are a great way to go, but they also make great elements on your cards as well, and all of your different projects, which are these ones just here. Right, it's a tight vote still apparently. Susie's recounting. They're recounting some states, I believe. Right, tomorrow I will not be here for the first part of the day. The lovely Becky will be here with you tomorrow for the first part of the day. Becky and Michelle will be here with Wake Up Call, midday in the UK, 7 AM across on the East Coast. I will be back with you though for a craft along with the Iris. Oh yes, I loved the Iris folding. Yes. Really, really enjoyed that.
Are you going to be crafting along?
Absolutely, I will. Someone try and stop me. That's not Ace Ventura. No, was it The Mask or Ace Ventura?
Yes.
Anyway, and then of course Monday Makers will be here after that. Demo of the week. She takes it. 2 weeks on the trot. Number 7 is the winner. Michelle, second one on the trot. Do you want to go and put the star up?
Oh, do I get another star?
Yeah, of course you do.
Ooh.
Every time you win, you get another star.
Can I go put it on?
Yes,
now?
of course you can.
Thank you very much. Do I need tape? I need tape. Don't worry.
Sorry?
No, I'm too excited now. I'm running away and.
Commiserations to everyone else that didn't win. Yeah, I thought Lily was going to win as well at one point with her first.
All right, thanks.
With her first week. I mean, I wanted Lily to win. I won't lie. Johnny.
Oh, thanks, Johnny.
How many stars have I got? None. I can't believe I am shook of. I'm shook of that Debbie with a Y doesn't have any wins. Oh, we're not going to see it. Oh, well, that's a shame, isn't it?
I have 2 stars.
Debbie Robinson hasn't got any, and Debbie Robinson was romping Hut was romping out in front, wasn't she, in the last one? She was really winning. Debbie's on 2 stars, Michelle's on 2 stars, Jan's on 2 stars, Bernie's got a star, myself and Ben don't have any stars at the moment.
I'm sure you will soon.
Sarah's got no stars. Leanna's got a star. Wowzers trousers. What a fabulous weekend it has been here, hasn't it, at Crafters TV. I've loved every single second of it. There was nothing I would want to change.
Except for the craft along.
Yeah, maybe parts of that craft along. Honestly, I need some sort of massage after that. I'm very tired. Big thanks, Michelle. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Johnny and Charlotte, and also big thanks to Jake, of course, as well. The biggest thanks, as always, to you guys. I will see you back here for another full day of crafting tomorrow on Crafters TV. It's the start of a brand new week. A whole sea of opportunity awaits us. Bye-bye.